Hello everyone, this is Tom Nook. It's 8:52 a.m. this happy Monday morning, March 23rd, 2020. Now for today's news. Ambrosia gained a new neighbor today, Reinquel. If you happen to see her, please give her a warm welcome. That's all from me. Time for you all to get out and enjoy your day. Yes, yes. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. And, hold on, let me see. Hello? This is Tommy from Nick's Cranny. Reached tight, right? You sent payment to your account for 87,000. Yep, okay. So yeah, pretty much like last night, I was doing a lot of fishing, bug catching, so on and so forth. I do wish they didn't call you every day about that. Like, that's definitely something they could have just relegated to the mail, but oh well. So, let us check. Wow, I ordered a lot. Oh yeah, I ordered a bunch of floor lights for something else. Okay, hold on. Let me take care of my mail later. First, let me get these other letters out of the way. Alright, Ty, I just heard about the new room. Congrats. You wouldn't happen to need a roommate, would you? Ha, just kidding. Maybe. Anyway, I got a little room warming gift. It ain't much, but I think you'll dig it. Pack of my things, hash me up. Oh, excuse me. And from the Happy Home Academy, congratulations. Celebrate the new addition to your home. Please accept this gift. There's nothing like a refreshing bathroom where you can de-stress and refresh. Okay. It's a bit weird, but okay. Let's see. Well, let me see what I got from Happy Home Academy first. Shower set, okay. And from Pashmina, we got a tankless toilet? Hold on. Oh, it's one of these. Oops. It's one of those things, okay. It's almost like a mini super toilet from, wait. What? What? What did I just pick up? A star fragment? That's so odd. I wonder if it's a crafting item. Wait, there's another one? Another star fragment? I have no idea what happened with that. That is actually something I wanted to mention. Last night, there were shooting stars. Sadly I don't have a recording of it, but if you press A, when you see a shooting star in the sky, your character will make a wish. And Gulliver? Wow, what is happening today? There's like, literally everything is like happening right now. Okay, but anyway, if you press A when you see a shooting star, your character will make a wish and the star will like shine and shimmer. And it actually is a Nook Miles achievement. If I could just scroll down to it real quickly. Wait, hold on, here we go. Wishes come true. You get your first one for wishing a star one time, and then you can grind it, oddly enough. Like, I wished 10 times. I actually feel bad about that, because I feel like that was an unintentional glitch on the game's part. But, yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I don't know if these star fragments are related to it or not, but, okay. So, I guess we'll take care of Gulliver next. Avast! Storms are coming. Brace yourselves, lads. Hard to starboard. Tough to port. Stern to stern? Sorry, fellas. Already licked all the cookies. Had the accessory. Okay, we already got that one. Yum, 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 yum. Hurry up! Weigh anchor. Check it. Oh, okay, yeah, we already got. Okay, that's a bit of a funny one now. Come on, hurry up, get up. Who's at the helm? Just give me 4 more minutes. But verily it be the nature of dreams to win. What? Where? And I'll throw in win and why? No extra charge. You there. What's just a rude awakening, huh? Don't you know who you're dealing with? Oh, it's you, Ty. That's different. I'm slightly less annoyed. You know, honestly, that's how I am with a lot of people. It's like, I don't like you, but I dislike you less. But anyway, what was that very stuff about? Not sure. I think I heard a fish say it once. Anyway, I guess I must have fallen overboard and washed up on this beach. It happens. Don't worry about me. Getting rescued is going to be a breeze. I'll just call and use my handy dandy, oh my gosh. My handy dandy communicator is broken. This isn't handy or dandy. Ah, sorry, the dog cracked the nut. It looks like it's missing a few communicator parts too. That means I'll have to wait for my crew to find me on the island. That could take a while. And yeah, he's saying the same thing over again. Yep, I'll look for him. Wait, what did that say? Something about Coca-Cola? Wait, look for me. Leave something to you, and I don't have okay. Well, I didn't expect to find Gulliver, but, okay, well, let me see, okay, let me just cut ahead and find these communicator parts, then we'll continue with the episode. Okay, we're back. It took me a bit longer, because for some reason, manila clams were still spawning anyway, so... Anyway, let me give them the parts. Hey, did you find them? Oh, that's them. Those are definitely my communicator parts. Come here, you little troublemakers. Alright, the pieces are crammed back in here. Let's see if I can send the message. Boy, the crew, it's me, your brother from another Earth. So listen, it happened again. Can you swing by to pick me up? Send me my coordinates now. Go over and out. There, that should do it. You're the best. Thank you all for your help. Thanks for all your help. I promise to return the favor. Be sure to check your mail in a few days. I'm gonna send you some now. Knock the flippers off. Make sure you put the flippers on before you open, okay? I'm saved. Nothing to do now but pace back and forth for the next yard. Better get started. Alright, well that takes care of Gulliver. Okay, there's Drago up there, but we're gonna talk to him a bit later. Instead, I want to go over here because I saw, a message in a bottle, and I wanted to pick it up while we were, while I was commentating again. Okay, let's pick it out. Oh yeah, I got a natural garden table, which I already got from Tom Nook. And also, in case you're wondering, that balloon had 5,000 bells in it. To whoever found this, merci. I was tackling a shower this morning, and a recipe came to me out of thin air. Or steam, really. Sure, I could have kept it to myself, but self-praise can only go so far. I'd be honored if you crafted it. Your recipe crew, Jacques. A wooden double table. And speaking of wooden double table, actually, I did what I said yesterday, and I built the, where is it? Right here. No, right here. There we go. I built the wooden wardrobe, so let us get that, customization thing out of the way with Tom Nook. And also, yesterday I found 4 gold nuggets while digging just with this flimsy shovel, so I guess you have like a very small possibility. I have them on me because, if customization, seems like if it's anything like last time in New Leaf, you could also use, gold nuggets for customization perhaps, but we'll see. Well, hello there, Ty. You're home. Now in another room where once there was none, yes? You can use it for whatever you like. Which brings us to... How's your revolve? That'd be 348,000 bells, Ah yes, please make your payments using the Next Stop's ABD feature as you've done before. As always, it's been ever so nice doing business with you. Yes, yes. Oh, Ty, you've got your wooden wardrobe. I think that means it's time for you to customize it. I'll give you the customization kits you'll need in a moment. For now, please step up to the workbench. Looks like you're ready now for wooden wardrobe. I think that means it's time for you to customize it. First, I'll give you the customization kits. Next, pull out your wooden wardrobe and try customizing it. 50? Wow. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So you can change its wood. Oh, cherry. I do love. Oh, in real life, cherry wood's one of my favorite. And mahogany. Oh, black is nice as well. I should have... I think we're gonna go black or maybe cherry. Black, cherry. We'll go with black. Yeah, we're gonna go black, actually. Because I have something in mind. Oh, and I like how you use a paintbrush now instead of, like, other tools. Yes, masterfully done. As you just seen, customizing items is quite easy when you have customization kits and a workbench. You can take the extras from today as a gift from me. Use them in your future customization projects. As a graduate of my workshop, you'll now be able to buy any kits you need from the shop. Now, for the most fun part, you can customize furniture or other items you made as DIY projects. However, some of the mass market furniture items sold in the shop can also withstand customization. For example, you might be able to change an item's fabric or add a custom design to it. Figuring out what you can customize and how you can customize it can be a lot of fun. And this concludes my workshop on customization. I hope you enjoy putting on a fashion show in your room or your home using your custom wooden wardrobe. Now, take a break, huh? I do believe you've earned it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so now let me see. What am I going to do next? Okay, I'm going to go shopping and I'll cut back in if I find anything that I like. Okay, so I think I'm gonna buy this vest with binoculars and the KK song of the day, KK Jazz. And in terms of the bank, we actually have enough to pay off the debt right here, right now. So let us swing over there. We will pay the loan from our savings, and we'll deposit our full amount from here. And I'll also finish off the rest from pocket. And there we go. And then let me just put some extra money in here before I forget. So, I could ask Tom Nook to upgrade my home again, but I first want to see, how much... There we go. First I want to see how much, my house has been expanded, and, like, I only want to expand when I really need it. Just so I'm not constantly straddled with debt like college. But anyway, let's head over to the Nook Junction. I'm so used to New Leaf with it being the Nookling Junction, or it's not even Nook's Cranny. I can't get my words straight. Hello. Welcome to Nook's Cranny. Okay, so we got a black hamster, one of those movie projectors, vacuum cleaner, director's chair. And over here, we have black umbrella. Oh, so the flowers do change. Okay, and I do want to get orange windflowers because, make up my customization kit's nice. I only don't want to get orange windflowers because I'm making something with that. There's a new... Okay, let's see. Wildest Dreams DIY. I'm guessing if this is like anything in the past game, you're gonna want to buy as much as you can from Nook's Cranny, just because shop upgrades have always been linked to spending amount. So I definitely want to buy something every day at least. And let's see. Maybe the white honeycomb flooring, but otherwise I'm not really feeling anything. So let's just take a peek at what new stuff we got. Double bed, plain sink. Ooh, this one fish seems nice. The brick oven seems pretty cool. Ooh, the hearth. I know what I want to do with the hearth, where I want to put the hearth actually. So that's good, and let's get our points. Okay, so I think now is a good time to take care of the daily routine, or rigmarole as I like to call it, and I'll cut in if anything interesting happens. We'll probably talk to our villagers along the way. So I'll see you guys along the way. Hey, looks like I found the money for today. Okay, so how about we introduce ourselves to our new neighbor, Sprinkles. Now let me tell you guys, you're gonna die from how adorable she is, I guarantee it. And her house looks pretty cool as well. I love the new customizations of the houses. Look at her, oh my gosh, she's so adorable. And like the sweater, even though it's like kind of awkwardly stretched around her body, but still. I want to get a good angle on her. Come on. I took your advice. I build on everything and everyone. I knew. I moved here. I live here now. Walking distance from your house. You're the only person I know here. We're gonna talk so much. So yeah. So as with Drago, since it's her first day, she's gonna be busy unpacking. So anyway, I'll be going back to the daily rigmarole and see you guys if I talk to anyone. Yay, are you out for a walk? I'm gonna go real hard today. Gonna play hard, snack hard, yell burn hard. What's going on? Are you rocking an Explorer tee? Nice. Looks easy to move in. Watching you move is making me want to move. It's like, oh yeah, I can move. I forget sometimes. Oh, actually, one thing I want to cut in the show. As you can see, Drago's holding a book of flowers. One thing that's really cool about this game is they've added a lot more personalization to characters. So sometimes you'll see the characters drinking something, or you'll see them carrying wood or other building materials. Sometimes you'll see them carrying books. There's just a lot more personalities with them. It's really cool. What's up, Ty? You flexing those decoration muscles, hoo-ha? Well, making Ambrosia awesome is a team effort, so I got something for you, too. Your street lamps. Your street lamp. So your call. Game on. Yeah, so sometimes villagers will just randomly give you furniture. For example, I think yesterday, after I finished recording, Pashmina gave me a manhole cover, which I put right here, actually. And I think I'm actually going to put the street lamp somewhere close by as well, like right here, even. Let's see, how close can I get it? How close can I get to the plaza? There we go. This seems perfect. Okay, but I want to have a real conversation with you, Louie. Hey, we meet again, hoo-ha. That bridge opens up so many workarounds, hoo-ha. So far, I've just been jumping the river to train agility, but with the bridge, I can do endurance sprints, too. Alright, the week is underway. Gonna get those muscles pumped. First up, core day. Time to attack that core. Gotta get it good and sore, hoo-ha. Okay, so Pashmina may not be awake by the time we're done, but you may be wondering, what are we going to be talking about for this episode? What am I going to be going over? So, today, I'm going to give a more in-depth tutorial on fishing and catching bugs in Animal Crossing and New Horizons in particular. So, let's get started with... Okay, I actually wanted to start with netting, or bug catching. So, there are several ways you can catch bugs. And this stink bug, right, is going to be the first good start in there. So there are some bugs that will only be found exclusively on flowers. What you want to do with those is you kind of want to test the waters with them, so to speak, because the bugs react differently. As you see for the stink bug, I can get very close to it without it reacting to my presence. Then there's other bugs like the orchid mantis and mantis who will kind of like do the hissing at you like tarantulas do. So you're going to want to approach them a bit more carefully. As for... Hold on. Are you over water? No, you shouldn't be. Anyway. So, those are So there's some bugs that you can only find exclusively on flowers. As I showed a couple episodes ago, there are some bugs that will appear exclusively on tree stumps. So you may want to have a tree stump randomly in your village, like maybe close to your house, so that way you can always check on it. And new leaf bugs also grew. They were found on like the side of a tree. I haven't seen that yet, so I don't know if they removed it in this game or not. So that'd be interesting to find. Then there's some bugs that you're just gonna randomly find in the outside. Butterflies are very passive. Like, if you get close to them, they'll kind of like run away, quote unquote, but they won't move that fast. You can still catch them. Okay, you see here this orchid mantis, it reared up at me. And then there. So if I kept on walking, it probably would have flown away or jumped off. Orchid mantis are special in that they only appear on flowers that have some degree of white to them. But yeah. Now another kind of bugs, so like there are other bugs like tarantulas and like the tiger beetle, that are a bit more aware of your presence, and if you are running or walking close to them, the tarantula will attack you, but the tiger beetle will outright run away from you. So there's that. Let's see what else is there. And then there's also kind of like special bugs that appear in very specific circumstances. So I mentioned before the mole cricket. When you hear the like sound, that means there's a mole cricket nearby. What you want to do is look for wherever the sound is the loudest and dig it up. But like I mentioned before, I don't recommend you do that on your personal island just because you're going to be digging a lot of holes trying to find it. You're better off doing it on one of the mystery islands, so that way you don't have to worry about filling in all those holes again. And then there are two bugs called the spider and the bagworm. And you'll randomly find them by shaking trees. They'll like hang out on the trees like from a bit of sticky string. And you have a few seconds to catch them with your net. Then there's the wasp, which is pretty special on its own, where like you just shake a tree, randomly a wasp nest will fall out, and then you have to net it. And like I said before, if you just shake a tree from right here with your net in hand, your character will face the wasp nest, and then you can swing down to catch it. And funny enough, yesterday, I got a special Nook Miles achievement. If you were to, let's see, where is it? If you catch here we go, netting better. If you catch a wasp 5 times in a row, you actually get this achievement, which was pretty funny when I got it. And that pretty much takes care of bugs. As I can show you here, I've caught 24 different kinds of bugs. And if you go to the Critterpedia, as you see, it's 16 across and 5 down. So there are 80 different kinds of bugs in this game. And I do intend on getting all of them. And I'm thinking about making a small video series showing how to catch each individual kind of bug. So if you like that, it'll definitely let me know. I may make it regardless, but still. And I like how these bugs are like making a cross, but that's a side note. Oh yeah, another special kind of bug are the hermit crabs. Hermit crabs, you'll find them in... So if you go to the beach and you'll then find seashells that look like snail shells. Sometimes it'll actually be like a shell that you can pick up and sell. And sometimes it'll be a hermit crab that will come out. So you see right here. And if you get close to it, sometimes this kind of shell will shake. If it starts to shake, that means it's a hermit crab, and if you get close enough, it will jump up and start to walk away from you. And then actually there's another special kind of insect, quote unquote. If you find a rock, sometimes when it's raining, there will be snails on rocks, and so you'll be able to catch a snail then. But yeah, there are insects that will only appear under very specific circumstances. For example, snails only appear when it's raining and only will appear on rocks. But yeah, that basically covers the insect catching or bug catching in depth. Now let's talk about fishing in depth. So there are basically 3 general bodies of water. There is the sea, which is salt water, the river, which is fresh water, and if we come running up here, and we cross the river here, the third kind are ponds, which is also fresh water. So there's three kinds of water, bodies of water, but there is even more nuance beyond that. If we go to the Critterpedia, and we go over here to the sturgeon. The sturgeon, as you can see, is caught in the river, but is only found specifically at the mouth of the river. So the mouth of the river, if I could run over to it, is basically the area where the river and the sea will meet. So you see this like part right here where it's a bit darker and kind of rocky. That's considered the mouth of the river, and that's exclusively where sturgeon would be found, for example. And then there's other specific kind of criteria, like there is the cherry salmon, which is found in the river, but is found exclusively on the cliff top. So if I were to take my ladder and climb up here, there you can see that the river still extends up here as well, and you need to fish up here to find cherry salmon. But the thing you need to keep in mind is that even though this is cliff top, this is still considered the river. So that means the other fish who can be found in any kind of river still have a chance of spawning up here. And then there's even more nuances beyond that. So like for example, if I go all the way to the right, you'll find this tuna, and this can be found at the pier. And the pier is found on the other corner of the island, and that's technically considered part of the sea, so fish that normally can be found in the sea still have a chance of spawning there. It's not like there's like an exclusive pier zone where only pier fish will show up. Or no, let me word that differently. So you can see there's the piers at the bottom left of my town, but basically there are fish that will exclusively spawn at the pier, but fish that spawn in the sea in general still have a chance of appearing there as well. So that means they have very low probability. Well, the probability is altered, but hopefully you get what I mean. So yeah, so like I said, I think I may do a video series showing off how to catch each individual bug and fish in the game. Just because there's like so many different nuances to it. And there are even fish that will show up only on specific weather conditions. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but in New Leaf, I think it was like either if it was raining or snowing at night, if you fished in the sea, you're able to catch a coelacanth, which was at one point thought to be an extinct fish species. But yeah. And that basically covers what I wanted to talk about for today. So, I'm thinking we should go into the museum today. And I was really trying to resist the urge to be going inside the museum to look at it, because I wanted to like get my legitimate reactions to it with you all live. So, how about we take a little bit of time. Okay, honestly, I don't know what time we're at in the video, but it's fine if we go over. I want to go over the museum, see what the new fossil and fish exhibits look like, and I guess kind of talk to you all for a while. So let's start with the bug exhibit, because I'm already familiar with it. Okay. And like I said with the fossil exhibit, you're basically going to want to look and see where you find bugs in here. Like, if you're trying to follow along with this Let's Play, look for where bugs are in my town, and you'll see here that the citrus longhorn beetle is on a stump. That means you know that if you don't have that bug in your museum, you know that you need to have a stump available for that bug to spawn on. So anyway, let's just walk through a bit and talk. So, how are you all doing today? I'm okay. So, oh, well, the koi's in here? That's weird. That's interesting. But anyway, so, you know, how are you all doing today? I have, honestly, for the last few hours, like, including last night, I've been more depressed than usual. Not because of the coronavirus thing, which honestly hasn't depressed me. I just naturally, okay, it's weird to say naturally, but like, I just have depression, so I naturally, like, oscillate between having and not having depression. So, yeah. So I've been, I guess, kind of down in the dumpities a bit, just to put it kind of plainly. So yeah. Hopefully I get over it, because, like, you know, it's not something that I particularly want to be in, but yeah, so I'm just kind of, like, all depressed right now. Oh, and yeah, as you see, they changed the music instrumentation ever so slightly, as you go throughout the museum. And that cannot be healthy for having a koi in such a small environment. Oh, and I love how you can kind of hear like it's like a little bit of a string instrument that's playing a bit. I think the butterfly atrium is probably gonna be my favorite once it's finally done, though. We humbly ask for. Okay, yeah. So I guess when you add fish to the exhibit, sometimes they'll add them here as well, just to like flavor things up, which I'm definitely down for. You know, kind of like not make it mutually exclusive, but probably the fish are still gonna all be shown in the aquarium regardless. So next, let's go to the fossil exhibit. This one's probably going to take the longest, just because you know, it requires me to. Whoa, this is cool. Oh, and it's like they're doing like the time periods here. Let me see if I can read them from the floor. No, it's in like Animal Crossing these. Oh, I love what they've done with the museum exhibit as well. That's pretty cool. But yeah, the fossil exhibit is probably going to take me the longest to complete, just because, you know, it requires me to find fossils and then have and then hope that they're unique fossils, because I've already gotten 2 doubles, which is kind of dumbfounding to be. Whoa, that's really cool. And there's like the meteor that supposedly wiped out the dinosaurs. And I guess it happens if you stand on a specific circle. That's really cool. Okay, I'm down for that. There's an Archaeopteryx. That's a head of a Spinosaurus, head of a T-Rex, head of a Pachysaurus, body of something. Oh, I got 2 parts of the Stegosaurus. And I'm guessing there's probably going to be a separate section for the Ice Age as well. So let's see if we can find that. Man, they really pulled out all the stops when it came to making new exhibits for the museum. I'm very impressed with what they did, actually. Oh yeah, and here's like the impact crater. That's really cool. Okay, let's see what's this way. Oh, what's this back here? Oh, it's like... Oh, I guess this is supposed to be like modern, so it's supposed to like comparing the heights like other villagers, perhaps? Oh yeah, the saber-toothed cat fossil's finished. That's half of the Megalo. And emergencies tab. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like it. So then let's see. Oh no, this also entered in from the top. So okay, so that's all the fossil exhibit, but definitely a much welcomed improvement on things. One thing I'm very curious about though is I wonder why they removed the because in previous Animal Crossing games there were 4 kinds of exhibits. There were the bug exhibit, the fossil exhibit, the fish exhibit, but then there was also an art exhibit where you caught, or not caught, but like you would buy art or like, I guess trade art with your friends, and then you would have an art exhibit. So I wonder why they removed that. It's kind of weird, especially since they went through so much effort to like improve the museum. But anyway, let's see the fish exhibit next. Oh yeah, look at this. This is just beautiful. So yeah, we have the goldfish, the pop-eyed goldfish as well. We have... Oh, that's cool. They automatically change your camera over. We have a koi up top. We have carp. That's the gray one in the middle. A bitterling, which is swimming in front of me right now. Black bass, which is swimming near the carp right now. I think that's a bluegill that's swimming right next to the koi. Right here is a loach. Over here we have the sturgeon that I mentioned earlier. We have, let's see. I'm not sure what these are exactly. That really long green one right there is, I think, a special one that you can only find cliff tops and rivers as well. Here are the 2 salmons, the cherry salmon and something else salmon, I forget though. Anything over here? No, that's probably where we're gonna find like sharks and stuff like that, like the more deep sea fish. So then next, let's go up here and see what's going on. Okay. Oh, okay. I love when aquariums have like this like sections where you can effectively be underwater with the fish. Those are really cool. Like, I once been to the Georgia Sea Aquarium, the Atlanta, Georgia Aquarium, and they had a tunnel, and they had, I don't know if they still have them, but they used to have 4 whale sharks, and they'll, like, swim overhead of you. It's really cool. So there's a red snapper, down there is an olive flounder. There's, I think, another flounder that's swimming down there. There's a barred knife jaw fish, which is right in front of my face. Let's see, what else can I find? There's a, oh yeah, right here's a squid. Squids are really weird, actually, in-game. Because, so, with each fish and bug, when you catch them, they have a specific description associated with, or not a description, but they have a pun associated with them that they made for the game. And with squids, they actually have 3 different ones that they can randomly select from. Which is really weird that they made 3 specifically for a squid. I'm guessing just because of, like, Splatoon and stuff like that. And, here we have some sea butterfly, which is really cool. And... Okay. So let's see, we got that. And now we're gonna go this way. Oh, whoa. Oh yeah, so this is, I guess, where all the really big fish are gonna go. So we got a tuna right there, and like I said, tunas can only be found specifically at the pier that spawns in your town. I do wonder if the pier's gonna have any other uses, or if it's just kind of like there. It is kind of weird how it's a quote-unquote deserted island, but there's already a pier. In the middle there are anchovies. You can find anchovies in the sea. Right here is, I think, a horse mackerel. I can't tell because I'm so zoomed out, though. And down here... Oh, whoa, that's pretty cool. There's like a little diving suit in a submarine. From what I've noticed, I don't know if maybe they changed it or not, but they may have removed diving from this game, which... I have mixed feelings on. Diving was conceptually something that's very cool, but it was executed in New Leaf not in the best way, in my opinion. It just was a bit too clunky of a mechanic, but I wouldn't have minded if they brought it back, though. Over here we have the... Oh, yeah, so these are, like, the really, really deep-sea fish. So these are, like, fish that live on the bottom floor. So we have, the football fish right there, and we have the, oar fish right there. The oarfish is looking kind of weird, though. So yeah, okay. I think that's everything for the exhibits, though. So I hope you don't mind us just taking some time to walk through the exhibits. I just thought that since I talked about catching bugs and fish a bit more in depth, that we would talk about it. And I am thinking that, like, occasionally we'll just, like, take part of an episode and, like, go and explore the bug, fish, and fossil exhibits a bit just to get a feel for them. And hopefully you all don't mind, like I said before, that I'd be adding in the I guess catch of the day with Bladder's little chit chat right there. So there's that. Let us see if Pashmina's awake, and if not, we'll just call it an episode there. Oh no, she's awake. Okay. What's up, Ty? Need you something? What am I doing? What am I doing? Check it out. I'm making an iron garden table. Oh gosh. This DIY stuff takes some major elbow grease, so I like to go all in on it. It's so worth the effort, though. You want to give it a whirl? Make it an iron garden table, I mean, kidders. I can show you if you want. Do I have inventory space, actually? Oh, spoke too soon. Your pockets are kind of full there, Ty. Well, I suppose you could empty your pockets a little and swing back by, just saying. Hint, hint. Okay, I'll do that. Actually, I do need to run because I have well, okay, I have work, but it's like they need me for something kind of like an emergency sort of shift sort of thing. So I think we're gonna end it off here today. So in this episode, we greeted our new villager. Was it Sparkle or Sprinkle? I keep on forgetting. Hold on. Sprinkle. Okay. Honestly, I thought it was Sparkle. Sparkle would have been kind of cool. But anyway, so we met our new villager Sparkle. We went a bit more in depth in how to catch fish and catch bugs. We learned how to customize, and we took our first tour of our new exhibit. Oh, and just to mention, I actually have caught 30 species of fish so far, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, I will see you all on the next episode.